The New South Wales Farmers Association has paid tribute to a Barambula sheep farmer. Alan Brown receives a Medal of Honour for the time and effort he's put into the association over the years. He says it's both humbling and satisfying.
Alan Brown is a sheep farmer from Barambula near Wagga. He's also a long-serving member of the New South Wales Farmers Association. This week the association recognised his contribution to the industry.
He came on to the Executive Council of New South Wales Farmers in 1998, and he served on the Agricultural Chemicals Committee, all the bushfire committees, so the Rural Fire Service as well, and then came onto the board.
The award means a lot to Alan Brown. He's sacrificed a lot for the Farmers Association over the years.
It's a huge commitment in terms of my family and myself. As far as cost goes, it's very costly to do that because you're certainly not rewarded financially, but I feel rewarded because they've seen fit to give me this award.
The association knows what its members give up and how lucky it is to have people like Alan on board.
Very few people decide that they want to do it, and it is a real sacrifice, a sacrifice for the people who do it, their farms, their business, their families, their wife, because they're away from home.
The New South Wales Farmers Association has also recognised Wallenbean farmer Andrew Forrest. Andrew was elected to the General Council in 1996 and then joined the Farmers Executive Board in 2001. He was elected Vice President in 2003 and stayed in the role 2 years. He went on to serve as a board member until last year. Congratulations to both Andrew and Alan.
The New South Wales Government has declared war on locusts, with the Premier announcing massive funding at the New South Wales Farmers Association's annual conference. Farmers say the move will go a long way in what's expected to be one of the biggest locust plagues on record. Emily Wheeler is at the Sydney conference and filed this report.
Hitting back at claims by the state opposition leader yesterday that the government is neglecting regional and rural New South Wales.
Today I can announce to you an $18.5 million war chest to help farmers protect their crops and their pastures.
We are looking at the worst locust plague that we have seen in 30 years, and the government has looked at the amount of money that might be required for that.
The funding is believed to be the first of its kind. In the past, locust control has been funded by a government insect levy, meaning farmers pay for it themselves. It's a sign of just how badly the plague is expected to impact on farmers across the state should it get out of control. The money will pay for enough insecticide to treat more than 500,000 hectares, 40 aircraft on standby and experts to map egg bed locations. The New South Wales Farmers Association is welcoming the boost, but is still concerned. It's impossible to tell just how widespread the problem is.
Hard to estimate as to how big the target really is. We know the potential for a major plague is there. What actually turns out and what ultimately is needed is still a bit of an elastic sort of estimate.
The New South Wales drought figures were also released this morning, and they showed little improvement despite some good June rainfall in parts of the state.
A slight improvement, but only very slight, with 13.4% of the state is currently in drought, which is down from 13.9%. We've got marginal 44.1% of the state.
Emily Wheeler, Win News.
A young Moree farmer has been awarded one of 8 New South Wales Farmers Association scholarships. Jason Hunt received the $5,000 John White Memorial Scholarship to help meet the costs of his tertiary education. He's currently studying a Bachelor of Arts and Commerce in Canberra, but says his future is in the agriculture industry.
To increase production and invest in R&D. I'm a firm advocate for supporting and encouraging the youth of agriculture, and I thank the association for its commitment in doing so. I believe in the agricultural youth of this country.
A local long-serving member of the New South Wales Farmers Association has been awarded a Medal of Honour at today's annual conference. Tarcutta farmer and Wagga councillor Alan Brown has served as both Vice President of the Association from 2008 to 2009 and Chairman of the Rural Affairs Committee. Meanwhile, 4 CSU students from Wagga also received a New South Wales Farmers Association tertiary scholarship, among them Jessie Withes. The recipients share a passion for rural and regional New South Wales and also receive $5,000
Drought and locusts were hot topics at the New South Wales Farmers Association's annual get-together in Sydney today. The Minister promising millions to help fight a predicted locust plague.
The state is facing the worst locust plague in 30 years. But a relief for farmers. The state government's announced $18.5 million to help tackle the pest.
We can't stop this locust plague. There is going to be a locust plague. What we can try to do is minimise the impact of it, and this $18.5 million on the estimates that we've done before will save about $370 million worth of crops and pastures.
It'll pay for chemicals, aircraft surveillance and provide on-the-ground assistance. Drought was also on top of the agenda. Primary Industries Minister Steve Wan admitting areas like Bundarra have missed out because federal exceptional circumstances relief needs reform. But results are still a way off.
In the longer term, we will see that system replaced. We do need to wait and see, though, how the trial in Western Australia of the new drought support scheme goes.
Last night it was all about the food. Farmers showcased their produce at the regional food fair, with enough to impress everyone's taste buds.
Surpassed last year's effort. We're fairly lucky being an egg producer that they're included in so many of the different dishes here that are prepared tonight. My favourite is the one just to the left of us here, which was the oysters with Cutaway Creek raspberry vinegar.
Unbelievable, and we've had 2 laps already and we're going for a 3rd.
It was about bringing the country to the city, with Sydney-siders seeing firsthand where their food comes from.
It's been great meeting with everyone, having a chat to them about all the different regions across New South Wales.
City needs a farmer type theory. This is a great opportunity to bring it to them.
Lucy Polkinghorne, Prime News.